Okay, so hopefully you liked the pixel art activity and the Thanksgiving escape room. Here is the back end of how that was made so you can recreate that with something for your content area for your kids to do. So in a blank Google Sheet, I've gone ahead and listed out my math problems that I want the kids to do. So if you notice, this is the problem side, and then I have a different column for the answers. It's very important that they're separated. Highlight as many rows as you think you're going to need. Right click, and then we're going to resize columns, and I'm going to cut that down to 50 so they're a bit more square than they were. Okay, and so from here I'm going to start outlining my shape. So I'm going to make some corn with this one, and because it's very square, it's never going to really be all the way correct. You know, you're just kind of getting the general idea of things. And then I know that my stock is going to come this way, so I'm going to make that just a different color and just kind of start outlining where I'm going to put my different pieces of it. Okay, so now that I've kind of outlined my corn shape, I am going to go ahead and come in here and start laying out where my different colors are going, or sorry, where my different answers are going to go. So I'm going to right click, hit equals, and then select that cell and hit enter. And I'm going to do this just kind of randomly all over the place so that when kids answer that question correct, those cells will turn a color in just a moment once we tell the cells to turn that color. Okay, so now that I have those filled in, this one right there, I'm going to go add that one real quick. There's no real rhyme or reason to the order here. It's very random. So as long as you have them all filled in, you're good to go. Now that I have my numbers filled in, there's no real rhyme or reason to the order. It's very random. As long as they're all filled in, you're good to go. I'm going to highlight the main chunk of the first color I'm working with. So all of this will be yellow. I'm going to right click and choose conditional formatting. And I'm going to say that if the text is equal to, and I'm going to start with my first number is 20, and I'm going to make that yellow. Okay. Add another rule, same thing. If the text is equal to my second number is 15, make that yellow. And I'm just going to continue to do that for all these numbers. I'm going to come back in a second and make the rest of the pieces green. Okay, so you'll see that in just a moment. So I'm going to continue through that. If it is equal to and that number, it will be yellow. Okay, so now that I've done that section, I'm going to move on to my corn areas. If you'll hold down Control and highlight, you can highlight it by specific sections to sort of create all that all at once so that you don't have to do them individually. I missed some up there with my yellow. I'll have to go back and do that. So I'm going to continue to create that rule. So if it is equal to, and then those same numbers once again, and then I'm going to turn this one green and continue on with that. So now that I have my corn finished and all my numbers are there, I am going to turn this whole section black. So I'm just going to highlight that whole box and I'm going to turn everything black. You'll notice that I can still see my corn. Okay, what I'm going to do is go ahead and start deleting these, and they're going to go back. Okay, so this is what my kids would actually see when they go in to work their math problems. It's going to start changing colors and creating that picture for them, and that's how they're going to check that they are getting the correct answers. If they get the wrong answer, so like this next answer should be 6, but I'm going to make it 5, nothing's going to change, okay, because I don't actually have a 5 in that spot. So when I make it 6, though, you'll notice that those are all going to pop up, 18, 16, and 9. So now I've completed my corn. I'm going to make a note up here that your code word is the word of the item, the hidden picture. Okay. And if I need to move this, I don't want to do that. Okay, I'm actually going to move these two up just a smidge. Okay, so there we go. So that is how to make a hidden picture with pixel art. So much fun. It does take a little bit of prep time on your end, but not too bad, especially if you use that alt while you're highlighting. You can really kind of pick up the whole section at once and do them all together. And that's pretty much it. So if you guys have any questions, let me know.